Greetings. My name's John Pedersen. I'm the superintendent at the new Underwood School. This is the third podcast that we're going to do, and I don't think that I've shared in the prior two podcasts that we're going to call this It's Your School. And I think that's very appropriate because certainly whoever's watching this, more than likely you live in our school district, and so this is your school. Today, we've got a guest that's going to talk a little bit about themselves and also a little bit about a special week that we're observing this week. And my guest is Stetson Stover. Stetson, welcome to the program.
Thank you.
You're not nervous at all, are you?
Not really.
All right, good. And you've taken this class. The class is communications.
Yep.
And you've taken the class.
Yeah, I took it last year.
So you know a little bit about it.
Yeah.
Okay, let's start out this way, Stetson. Why don't you tell me a little bit about yourself? Who are you and what class are you in?
Well, I'm Stetson Stover. I'm a junior at New Underwood. I'm in my first hour. I got U.S. history, which is probably one of my favorites because I kind of like history, especially when we go into the wars and everything. So I get into that, and then right now I'm in English 3, it is, and that's not too bad, but for me it's more, I do more of the sports.
Okay.
I played football right away, and then I'm playing basketball, and then for track season I'll probably be lifting in the weight room, get ready for football for next year.
And of course basketball's not over with yet, but you guys
No,
had a
it's
very
not.
successful football team this year.
Yeah, we were undefeated until the second part of playoffs.
Yeah.
And then we ended up changing up the offenses and stuff, and that kind of bit us in the butt because we weren't quite as comfortable with that. So we didn't do as well with it. But
You know, Stetson, it's interesting. You said that one of your favorite classes is history. And I had an opportunity here a couple of weeks ago. I sat in on one of your classes, and it was interesting. You were dealing with the Depression, and
Yeah.
you were talking about whether you had enough money for food and to feed the kids, and it was a real hands-on deal.
yeah, that was with Mr. Nelson. He likes to do a lot of labs that'll actually physically get you a part of it.
Okay.
And that was one of his labs for the Great Depression. You had to be like one of the families there, and you had to kind of work together to see if you'd survive or if you'd end up losing everything like some of the people did.
In your group, did you end up surviving?
I'm not sure. I ended up being sixth the last day we did it, so I never did find out how my group did. But
Okay.
the day before that, we were still surviving pretty good, but I'm not sure how the last day ended up going.
Okay. Now, Stetson, you're a junior.
Mhm.
Your class of 2016. How many are in the junior class this year?
There's 24 right now. We started out with 25, and one of the people ended up going to a different school.
Okay,
So
all right.
it's not too bad though.
Stetson, you're active in the student council. You know, I've sat in on a few of your student council meetings, and you're active, and I guess that's one reason that I decided to invite you as a guest today, is to talk a little bit about possibly student council and a little bit about what makes this week special. So let's back it up. Is our student council fairly active?
Yeah, this year we had a couple of kids that were kind of struggling. We had a kid, he ended up getting in an accident and hurting a leg and ended up losing that leg. So we kind of kept his family involved and kept trying to keep them as happy as possible. And during football season, we made it so we could have him help with the coin toss, and he got to do the coin toss for us.
That's a
And-
young first grader.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
And then there was another girl, she ended up having cancer.
Yes.
And so we kind of helped them out too and kept bringing them to games. And we would have games where they would pick both their favorite colors, and everybody would wear one or the other color to the game, and we'd really try and make them feel welcome again.
That was a young girl in the third grade.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's one of the things that makes New Underwood special, is that we're small and you folks look out for each other.
Yeah, because we all know each other really well, so when something happens, we all know about it, and we're going to do everything that we can to make them feel like they're at home again.
Okay. Stetson, let's talk a little bit about this week. What do we got? You know, first off, I've been in schools for a long time, and I've been in several schools, but I think, is this winter homecoming?
Mm-hmm.
I've never heard of that before.
Yeah.
Let's talk about it.
It kind of, I'm not sure when they started it, but it's always been a week because we always had 2 homecomings. We had one during football, which was the big one where you had
Sure.
big parades and everything, because everybody always wanted to come and watch the football games and watch us play our rivals and everything. And then we started doing it for basketball, so we could either have a dance or just do some where everybody could get together and have some fun together. And this year we're doing a double feature movie night, so we're going to watch 2 movies the same night instead of having a dance that night.
Stetson, today is February 16th. I know that because Valentine's Day was Saturday, and my
Yep.
wife wouldn't let me forget that. So it's the 16th, it's Monday. We've got something special every day. Can you talk a little bit about what we're doing each day?
Well, like today was your class color day, so each class was assigned their own little color, and everybody in the class was supposed to try, and if they had the color, they were supposed to try and wear it. And like the elementary, they all went together as one color, and then each class from 7th grade through 12th, they all got their own specific color per class.
Yeah.
And so it's just to kind of show spirit in the winter homecoming, to show who's really got the most spirit for which class.
In fact, I think today we're having a big pep rally, and it's K through 12. The elementary's coming over to the high school, and
Yeah.
we're going to have a big pep rally. In fact, I think the elementary, I think their color is blue.
Yep.
Is what they are.
Yeah, and it's this one's actually a little bit different, because this one, they ended up talking to the music teacher, and she ended up deciding she'll have the choir sing a song before. I'm not sure if they'll do it before we start everything or not, but
Okay.
she ended up getting the choir involved this time.
Now, that's interesting. I didn't know that. That'll be a
Yeah.
first for me as well. Usually the band's involved in some
Yeah,
pep rallies, but we're
the
going to do it in
band-
choir.
The band usually plays while they're walking in, and then they'll play the school song, and we get involved that way.
Okay.
And then this year they kind of changed it up a little bit.
So this is Monday. What are we doing Tuesday?
Tomorrow it'll be the Take It Back Tuesday, because last year for the districts for girls basketball, we all found the old basketball jerseys and warm-ups, and we all wore them to the games. So they're gonna do it, bring it back, because guys are usually the main ones that dress up for that kind of deal. So since there's a girls' game tomorrow night against Newell, we'll all be dressing up and cheering for the girls.
Great. Okay. What are we doing on Wednesday? Do we have anything special on Wednesday?
Wednesday will be Wacky Wednesday, and it's just you find the wackiest outfit you can find and you wear it to school.
And young people love to do that, don't
Yeah,
they?
they do.
Huh?
Yeah.
Did you just wear something different? Okay.
Yeah.
So that's Wednesday. And then Thursday, what do we got going on Thursday?
Thursday is sports team day. You find whichever one's your favorite sports team, you wear your favorite jersey or anything that goes along with that sport, or whichever team it is, and you wear it to school.
Okay.
You just show your spirit for either that team or else that sport.
And who's yours? Who's your favorite team?
My favorite team would have to be the Colts.
The Colts.
Yeah.
You still like them after Manning left?
Well, I got a relative that's on them, and that's the only.
On?
Yeah, he's Adam Vinatieri's the kicker. I'm related to him.
You're related to Ben and Terry?
I am.
My gosh, that guy's been in a few Super Bowls. He's
Yeah,
with New England. He's even won one or two, didn't he?
Yeah, and that's probably the only games that I've ever watched that weren't Super Bowls. Was probably a Colts game every once in a while if I'm lucky enough to find them.
I understand why you're cheering him on. You know, Stetson, you're on the basketball team. Let's talk a little bit about the importance of Thursday night's game.
Well, Thursday night we play Rapid City Christian, and I think that'll actually probably be one of our toughest games, because our point guard Brandon Cook ended up getting injured, and we're not sure if he'll be able to play this week or not. But hopefully, if he does, he'll be physically strong enough where he can play it still. Otherwise, hopefully, we can still bring home the win.
So that's Thursday night, and we do not have school on Friday. We're in the 4-day school week.
But we do have a game in White River that night.
Which, on Friday night?
Yep, we go to White River that night.
With the boys.
Yep.
And they're tough.
Yeah, last year we beat them at the very end, and it was a hard-fought game to get that win. So hopefully we can do it again this year.
Coach gonna let you guys watch the movie Thursday night?
Well, I don't think he can really stop us. Most of us we were born on the range and stuff, so we're used to getting up early when we have to. So that usually doesn't bother us. But
Okay.
some people usually think they need their beauty sleep, and
Yeah.
so they won't watch both movies probably. But
You know, Stetson, I think we're running out of time. We try to limit this to 10 minutes. And I know that you've got physics going on, and I know you want to get down to physics,
Oh,
don't you?
yeah,
Huh?
I enjoy that class for sure.
All right, thanks.
Thank
Appreciate
you.
it.
Yep.